Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, my review, and today we are going to talk about the Motorola Razer foldable phone. So as in the past we have already seen that foldable phone has not been that successful, and Motorola is also going into that mess, and now let's see whether it is going to be a hit or a miss from Motorola. So first up I'll be talking about the launch date, then pricing, then specification, and then finally my verdict on what I have to say about these leaks. They are not 100% sure, but yeah, all over the internet which specification are now just roaming. I'll be clarifying you and just saying what's my verdict on that. Every single thing is mentioned in the description, is timestamp, so you can just watch which portion of the video you really want to see. So first up, talking about the launch event, it is going to be held on November 13, 2019, which is like 1 month later, and the launch event will be held in Los Angeles. And if you want me to live stream the launch event, I will try to provide you with the stream and hope that I won't get any copyright claim and all. So now talking about the pricing of the smartphone, this smartphone will be priced at around $15 to $1,600 for the base period, which is significantly lower than its competition, which are Samsung Galaxy Fold and Huawei Mate X, which will obviously be priced at around $2,000. So this pricing is significantly low, and wait, don't be just happy, because I am something more disappointing, which is its specification. So 6.2-inch internal OLED display, 2142 by 876 will be the display resolution. There will be a secondary external display, and the most disappointing thing about the device, it will be packed with Qualcomm Snapdragon 710 processor. It will have 4GB or 6GB RAM variant, 64GB or 128GB storage variant, and finally 2730 mAh of battery. So the video you have been seeing all in the background is just the concept video of the same smartphone, and you can see why I told you the specification are going to be quite disappointing, because 6.2-inch internal OLED display, which is just quite fine for some users and not fine for some others, and I am in the segment where I am not fine with the 6.2-inch OLED display, because like we can get a slim 6.2-inch device right now. So main concept of a foldable smartphone was like we can get a bigger display in a smaller form factor, but getting a 6.2-inch display is not that troublesome in today's world. Like we can see in Galaxy Fold, the display was significantly larger when we unfolded, so that it gave us tablet like feeling, and the external display gave us like a simple device which can pretty much do any other tasks except for playing movies and playing video games. So I don't find this 6.2-inch display quite significant for a foldable smartphone, but considering the type of fold it gets is vertical, so that quite large device would also not suit that much with the design, so we can compromise, but I personally didn't like the concept. So now talking about the resolution, I won't talk anything much, but yeah, the resolution could have been a bit higher, up to like 2142 by 1080 at least. And talking about secondary external display, due to that vertical folding mechanism, the external display could not be any larger, so you can just quite play different tracks or just see notification and timing with the external display. That's not much useful is for me, because you can do any browsing and all with this kind of display. Now talking about the chipset, Qualcomm Snapdragon 710 is quite an old chipset, and you have been seeing it from quite a long. Now we can just see Snapdragon 710 chip. It is smartphone priced around $200 as well. So a smartphone, a well functional smartphone having a 710 chip can be found in $200, but only because of that foldable mechanism we have to give like $15 to $1,600. I agree there is some kind of innovation, and I agree that the company is trying to do something new, but the chipset also should have been new ones so that people would go for that one. Like the one who are performance centric won't be looking towards this smartphone or this chipset. So this is quite a downside for the smartphone. Now talking about RAM and storage variant, 4 GB base variant is just not sufficient for today's date. You are not giving an iPhone who still packs 4 GB of RAM in today's date, but yeah, 6 GB is mandatory for the base variant now on, and even budget smartphone are now coming with 6 GB of base variants. And now finally talking about battery, it's 2730 milliampere hour. Considering the fact that the inner display is OLED, obviously, cause it is a foldable smartphone, and the external display we don't have any details about it, but I expect that that one is also a OLED display, so battery consumption would be quite low, but 2730 milliampere hour is significantly low battery life. So I don't know how they are gonna manage, how they are gonna find the sales, because Motorola now don't have the brand value they had 10 years earlier. 10 years earlier, if Motorola have had given us any innovation, that people would just trust in it and go buy its product. But now I don't think that many people will be there to trust in Motorola. Even a bigger brand like Samsung and Huawei has not been that successful in the market, so Motorola, who have lost most of its prestige in past few years because of pricing and not launching correct smartphone at correct times with correct internals, as we have already seen in this leak as well. So what do you have your verdict about this smartphone? Do comment me below. I will read all your comments, though I don't get much, or I won't get even a single one, but that doesn't matter. And if you are till here, then obviously do comment what you think about the smartphone. So this is all for today. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, like the video, subscribe the channel, share the video, and comment what you think about the smartphone. This is all for today. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.